I'm recording, fellas, so watch what y'all say. Hold on. I want to put this in the chat.
We got you.
Yo, why the boy Dre the comedian changed his fucking YouTube account channel name to Madden Franchise Junkies?
He probably knew what he was doing when he subscribed.
Like, he straight changed his name to that shit, though. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. We not waiting until the morning.
Who got playing
Hold on. They talking about we gotta wait till the morning to play because Mike got work. We not waiting until the morning. They fucking nuts.
Who Mike
Morning.
play?
He played the Jets. Ain't nobody waiting on that. We not waiting till the morning. Rules is rules.
The way this shit moving, yeah, right.
If it's the last game, you know the rules. He might get it off though, cause ball coach and Onk, unless Onk can't play at that time. You know what I'm saying? Ball coach got that late that 10:30 game scheduled, so it might work itself out. Mike might be able to get it off, but I doubt it.
Nah, we gonna be on pushing it. What time we playing that bowl?
It's your call whenever you feel like playing it.
I'm gonna be. I mean, let's set the time for my mom and them over right now, so I'm gonna be back and forth. But let's set the time. I don't know what's a good time, like 10.
I think 10 o'clock would be perfect.
Like 10, get some people to watch this shit.
Yeah. Let's talk about that on Real Talk. I know we in RDL, but let's talk about that, my boy. We over there at WBML about to play for our first Super Bowl over there against each other. I mean, we both been to one apiece over there. How you feel about that right now, Death Row?
I'm just somebody from Death Row gonna be crowned the champion tonight. So you know, that's all that matters. You know, the shield, the you know what we claim, man. You know, it's here, Death Row. We said it. We said it 2 seasons ago. You know, that it was over. We taking over.
That's nuts how we really just took that league over. I mean, to explain WBML, it's we got a lot of members of RDL too that's from WBML, but let's just call a spade what it is. The boy Alvo dominated WBML from 2017. I joined him in 2017, but from the time I've been there, he's been Super Bowl champ. I mean, anytime one person win over 7 Super Bowls in the league, it's crazy.
Ridiculous. You know what I mean? You know, it was all cool, but you know, they was looking at Alvo like he was like a Madden god. And we play with Alvo. We know his tendency, man. He wins, it's all good. He loses, everybody's fault but his own.
I mean, he proved that last night when he lost to you.
Yeah, he was in Real Draft 1 with us.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he came in with a hot buzz, but you know, he lost in the playoffs and then quit the league. You know, oh yeah, everybody players is great, but you know when Mr. Trubisky was dotting shit up, he wasn't saying that shit.
And that's the crazy thing, because he came in on fire with Mitchell Trubisky, and he literally was throwing for 500 yards a game with that motherfucker until he met you. Because remember, he beat you the first time the game dropped. Y'all played it again, he won. It wasn't no complaints. And then you came back and knocked his ass off where it counted at, and it was, I don't like the league, it's edited players, and blah, 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 blah. And that's that, but we was able to get him back in King Madden, and we proved it over there in King Madden. Like, you can make the playoffs, you good enough to win games and make the playoffs, but you ain't doing nothing outside of that. And what happened? He started after that, about that fourth playoff loss he took. Motherfucking, we couldn't even get him to respond.
Nope.
You think
He's over.
you think he gonna follow suit in WBML? You think he gonna last the whole disc?
I think I think he likes playing the game.
Uh huh.
So he likes playing the game, and I think whatever job he has, I think he's a fireman. It's like his release. So I don't think he'll quit. I just think he'll further and further get disengaged, or just come to the realization that he can't beat anybody from death row. But everybody else in the league, like hope we lose to somebody else.
Right.
And then he luck up and he's there.
Yeah.
He's gonna beat Dirty Rat, and then he's gonna beat Dre. He's gonna beat them guys. But when he go against us, King Madden boys, Death Row boys, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap for him. And the shit crazy because last night, I mean, you called it early when we dealt with him. You was like, yo, pay attention to him when he lose. It's always everything but him. And he did it again last night. He was upset that you had 5'10" receivers, 5'9" receivers going to go get balls that his 6'6" receiver that he built all 99 can't go do that same shit. And it comes down to what we always say. It's the scheme, but it's still the person playing with the person too, right? Like, remember we changed the way people drafted in WBML. We changed the way people drafted in King Madden. They all start chasing those short receivers with speed, and then they get on the field with them and they don't know what the fuck to do with them. It's the same shit. Because right now, let you get a 6'6" receiver like Alvo got right now. Now imagine what happens with that guy. But the bitching he was doing last night is the typical shit that we got him doing. And all my WBML members that's in Real Draft with us, man, y'all need to understand that. Y'all need to tear Alvo ass up in chat and let it be known, man. You out there running scores up on niggas and doing all that other shit, and then when you get to that tough game, you don't know what the fuck you want to do. This guy is now running a triple option in Madden football right now, bro.
Running curl
flat concepts. Alvo. Got this.
I was flabbergasted last night. I was shocked.
That shit was nuts. Now I played Don't Quit. I played the Seahawks. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think he gave me. I think it got ugly fast, but I don't think he gave a fuck. I think his attention is solely on Real Draft. That game didn't matter. Now it's hard to say that when somebody playing for a Super Bowl, trying to go to a Super Bowl, but
I think Don't Quit. Shout out to the 2 Live crew too. Shout out to him. Keep us on our toes. But I think Seattle fits him.
Yeah.
That's his favorite league. But it's his favorite league because the scheme he has, the players he has, it really fits what he likes to do. And Russell Wilson keeping them players alive,
right,
and being an extra threat, it just makes his game more suitable. He likes playing that way versus a pocket quarterback that's slower. He can't really move around, and he don't have that run pass option.
Right.
Or pass run option, shall I say, with Russell Wilson. I think that really is him. Like playing with a quarterback like Russell Wilson is his game.
Right.
That really makes him a quality player. So, I think he kind of knew. Like he probably got on the sticks. Like, nah, I ain't gonna be in it. I'm probably gonna be in with a team with a mobile quarterback.
Right. And like
a special mobile quarterback rather.
Right. And then he got that with the Seahawks, like you said. And the other thing is he got to play with his team from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Hold on for a second. Hey, son.
Are you here?
Yeah. All right. I'm coming in. All right. But he got to start with his team from the beginning over in WBML. Remember, he came in and inherited the team from somebody, so that could be part of it too. I mean, my team built over there. Obviously, it makes it a big difference. But yeah, we in the Super Bowl. But I think he also we play at advance, so I don't know if that played part of. Nah, I'm not giving him that excuse, dog. I aired you. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is nobody in their right and their mama is not going to try to get to a Super Bowl. Nobody. There's nobody not trying to get to a Super Bowl.
I think he was playing, but I think he know the caliber opponent you is.
Right.
And he know that the only way he can compete with you is with that team. He's not the person there. I played him over in Real Draft 2. And it was a tight game, and Russell Wilson wound up winning it for him. I played him over in
All right.
put him over in WBML, and it wasn't even a ball game.
Right. Right, so yeah, that's why I always say don't let that struggle over here with these 49ers fool you. Like at the end of the day, don't let it fool you. We still top notch players over this bitch. But that's gonna be fun, man. Tune into that Super Bowl tonight, 10 o'clock. King Falk versus Anthits, WBML. It'll be broadcast. You can watch it on All Death Row Super Bowl, baby. Let's get it. You can watch that motherfucker on Mike Smith, the YouTube channel. That's King Falk's channel. Or you can actually watch it on Anthits, our Madden Franchise Junkie page, YouTube channel too. But tune in, that thing gonna be lit. Shit, the last Super Bowl we played had 52 people watching at one time.
Yeah, let's try to break that.
Let's try to break that tonight, man. Show some love. We also had 102 subscribers, man. We cracked 100 subscribers. We just started doing this YouTube shit, about a month ago?
Yeah.
We got 102 subscribers, man. We actually trying to do stuff with the YouTube. We are trying to be YouTube. We YouTubers. We trying to be YouTubers. We trying to build a brand, but we doing it in a different way. We're not doing like the Mad Money Shot shits and those Eric Rayweather guys and all that. We have that. That's a part of our YouTube shit we trying to do, but we trying to bring entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So for us to have 102 subscribers and we're not teaching you anything, not too much. We do play recs and we do one-on-one sessions and all that, but our subscribers is not tuned in for that. They're tuned in for the entertainment itself, yo. That's an accomplishment of its own right there.
Right.
To have 102 people watching us and all we doing is entertaining you. Like we showing you games, we talking shit, we enjoying ourselves, we bringing reality TV to Madden, and everybody that's in our leagues, from WBML, from King Madden to big gamer rookies, all the way to RDL 2, all y'all are a part of that, and y'all the reason why we actually have those 102 subscribers right now. So salute to y'all for helping us bring this brand alive right now. We got some big things coming up that we're not gonna speak on, but we bringing some big things that's gonna change a lot of the shit that's going on in this Madden shit. So just pay attention and keep following, keep showing some love, hit the like buttons, and we trying to break that view tonight. Our last Super Bowl was in King Madden, Jaguars versus the Rams, and we had 52 people watching, and we played that at what, 12, almost 12 a.m. Played that late. So if we played that late, we're gonna play at 10 o'clock. Let's try to break that. Help us break that view situation right now. But let's get to RDL2. Is an alert going on. Alert. Dalvin Cook, man. Dalvin Cook is now being traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a third-round draft pick this year. The 49ers, I just got it approved by King Falk. The 49ers is parting ways with Dalvin Cook. Let's talk about this, though, because Dalvin Cook, in year one of real draft, I got him. I gave up a second and a third to get him. I gave up a second and a third and a second the following year to get him. So I gave up a lot, but he never became the real focal point of our offense, man. I think he got lost in the mix, and the fact that they drafted L.J. Scott and they was able to get the running back Mike Boone off of out of free agency practice squad. Stilling, that changed the dynamics of Dalvin Cook getting on the field. Now, with that being said, I don't mean Dalvin Cook not a stud running back. He's a fucking beast, but he just didn't fit in with us right now. So we accepting this trade. That was a good move. Both of us played our game, so I think that shit pops right away. I think so. We both played, right? Yeah. Let's see if Dalvin's still there. Dalvin Cook, Pittsburgh Steelers for a 2020 third-round pick. Yep, he's out of there. Dalvin Cook. Now we need a third. We gotta go hit free agency for another running back. Yep. But Mike Boone just took Dalvin Cook's spot. That's what it is. L.J. Scott is playing big for us right now. And the reason why I didn't want Dalvin Cook anymore is because this guy and Dalvin Cook is kind of the same running back as far as speed-wise. I mean, this guy's a monster. I don't know how y'all let him slip to me in the second round like this. I don't know. It was so many people that could have used him. But I got him, and I'll take that second round pick 27. So he damn near was a third round pick. But he playing stud football for me right now. I'm really loving what he can do for me. And for a game, this is what he looked like. All right, 93 yards, 89. He ain't cracked that 100-yard barrier yet, but he's putting in work though. So let's get it. We'll see what's gonna happen. And then we gave this guy to start. First time starting was against the Cardinals, and he showed up. He showed up and he played big for me. With 16 carries, 103 yards. This the explosiveness I need because of his speed. That 93 speed, 94 acceleration is the type of running back I'm looking for. And I got it. And I just think Dalvin Cook, along with L.J. Scott, they were the exact same running backs. And it wasn't no separation. When I played the Bengals, and when I played Boone, the Browns, I had good long runs, but they just couldn't take it to the house. And that's the difference when you play, especially when you play Boone. You need to be able to take 60, 70-yard runs to the crib to compensate for the fact that he uses so well over the middle and he baits people a lot. So he took away a lot of things I wanted to do. But fuck, we was going over that game. Boone is excited about the fact that he won and shit. So we was talking about it yesterday. And I'll tell you one thing. I allowed him to live in his little gloat right now because he was super excited, sending me video clips of what was going on in the game and shit. But I will tell you this, bro. For him, the way I sounded on that game, I thought I was going to ruin our league, bro.
Right.
I was pissed off. You kept telling me to just dial in, right? Dial in and relax. But I'm going to go back to that before I start talking about some other shit real fast. I'm going to be selfish right now because I'm going to let Boone know some things real quick before he start, while he's excited and he got a big win and he want to be all in chat talking all this shit and motherfucking, Boone, that Boone shit right now. Let's just think about this, my boy. You scored 7 in the first quarter on me, right? And when I say you dominated, he dominated that first half, Falk. Like, Boone dominated the first half. But far as yard-wise, offensive yardage, I had 392 to his 219. Rushing, I had 212 to his 14. Passing, I had 180 to his 78. And I had 17 first downs, right? 471 total yards gained. The problem is I turned the ball over 4 times. Third down conversions, I won. You know what I'm saying? Fourth down conversions, I won. Like, we would just, I honestly, stat-wise, I dominated this game. But what I want to talk about is the fact that you watching him pitch 60 and 70 points up, and his players is running all over the place on everybody. And we shut him down. His points came from this. Put it this way. He scored 1 offensive touchdown on me. All right? For him to dominate that game, he only scored 1 offensive touchdown on me. And it was a swing pass to his running back that he broke big tackles and took that shit to the crib. But he got a safety and 2 pick sixes. That's the ball game right there. So for him to dominate that game and he keeps showing me highlights and all that shit, think about that, my boy. You super explosive, but you ain't really do nothing. Tyrod Taylor had 87 yards passing. Rushing, you got loose with Nick Chubb, that 18 for 131. That all came on 1 carry. That swing pass, which they count as a run for some reason, that 70-yard swing pass. And then receiver-wise, you was shut, bro. Look, his first number 1 draft pick, 3 catches for 52 yards. David Njoku had 2 catches for 20 yards. Nick Chubb had 2 catches for -2 yards. And Odell Beckham had 1 catch for 17. I mean, considering I'm struggling in the secondary right now, we kind of shut that motherfucker down there. So don't think these 49ers ain't on their way, man. We still building, but we on our way. We going through some struggling right now, but we on our way. I just want to throw that out there. But that Dalvin Cook is the blockbuster trade of the day. I don't think he goes to the Steelers and start though. What you think?
Dalvin Cook for starting?
Yeah, because he drafted Kellen Ballage, the running back in first year's draft. He got a beast running back. He had a 4.42 speed running back already. I'll tell you what he did with him. Let me go to his roster real fast. I don't think Dalvin Cook starts. I think he said, you know what, the value for Dalvin Cook on a 3rd round pick, I think he won in that with that pick because he got a strong, solid running back to back up his starting tailback. Because he's not gonna start him over Kellen Ballage. A lot of y'all might not know him, but he played for Arizona State. He was I think he was like the number 7 running back on our spreadsheet. But he had 4.42 speed. So yeah, right now, Kellen Ballage. Hold on, man. This motherfucker. Dale gotta get muted with that 5 on his shit. I got 5 on it. He getting suit ready to play play 6 ooze. All right, so look, he went and got Dalvin Cook. I think that was a great upgrade there. With a 91 overall running back. But his starting tailback is Kellen Ballard, 6'1", 229 pounds, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. But he's been his workhorse over there in Pittsburgh. So I don't think that he's not going to start. I don't think he's going to start Dalvin Cook. I think he's going to let's see. I want year stats, career stats. All right. So last year he had 342 carries for 1549 and 13 touchdowns. He averaged 4.5 yards a carry. He's off to a slow start this year. He averaging 3.4 yards a carry, so his average went down, and he only got 3 touchdowns. I think Dalvin Cook gives him a 1-2 punch, but I don't think he's going to start him. But I do think that was a great value pick for him, just giving up a 3rd-round pick. And honestly, I gave him a gift because I had 2 people willing to give me 2 seconds for him, a second this year and a second next year. But we so loaded on picks right now, it ain't even worth it. I really wanted the second next year for him, but I'll take it.
Right.
With that being said, Albert also got his first win of the season this year. He beat the Seahawks 13-3, I think it was. So that was a big win for him. Hopefully he can get back in the mix and turn things around over there. But how about your game last night versus the Chiefs, bro?
Game versus the Chiefs, man. A lot of chatter prior to. Chiefs coming to the league. He come to the league talking. What we do to talking.
Right.
And didn't know much about him first time playing. He came out and got nice speed. Got probably about 5 to 6 plays, but he run them 5 to 6 plays well. Spread you out, and he's looking, and if he come out with something different, he's going. And he knows where he wants to go with coverage and stuff. The first half was a toss-up, going back and forth. Couldn't get a stop, man. I mean, my team is still young, but he was doing his thing. So we made a minor adjustment, and that adjustment wound up winning this game. But the game was tighter than what it should have been. He made some adjustments. He's known to press. That game he didn't press, which wasn't surprising because I kind of knew that. He probably talked to somebody and got my reputation. And,
he ain't talked to somebody. He talked to his fucking dad. He talked to Jungle. His Jungle told him exactly what to do against you, what type of style you want to play. That's not act like he ain't got battery in his back right now. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Motherfucker Jungle told him.
He talked to Jungle, and Jungle probably told him that's the wrong guy you want to press.
Right.
But shout out to him. He definitely played well. I definitely think he's gonna be a quality player in this league.
You think
you just gotta get some humble pie.
You think when he has his first draft class, like you gotta think about it. The Chiefs went to a Super Bowl last year. He wasn't the user. He wasn't the coach at the time, but they went to the Super Bowl, and we playing with the updated rosters, right? So therefore, the Chiefs was a playoff team, so they had a high overall already. So he was inherited to a really good team. Bottom line, no ifs ands about it. He had a good team already. He had a playoff team in real life, which made him a good team on a Madden right away, right? So he came in the league. He didn't really want Patrick Mahomes. I think he kind of chilled out on that now. Maybe he stays with him, maybe he don't. But overall, he had a good team. And playing you, it's a mismatch. Far as where our teams are right now. Like, you got the Lions, no matter what your pieces look like and what your record look like right now, you still are young. You saw that, what you was trying to do in your defensive scheme. You couldn't really do certain stuff because their awareness wasn't good enough to make those type of plays for you that you needed the computer to make for you. They were in position, wouldn't react to the ball, stuff like that all of us with these ass teams is going through right now. But I think you played the cat and mouse game with him in the beginning where you had to figure it out. You playing somebody for the first time. And honestly, he reminds me of Jungle, the way he played. He got a little system, and he's going to stay with it. I mean, he literally came out in 4 wide receivers the entire game. His play selection wasn't huge, but it was good enough to know that that's what he wants to do. He understood his routes. He understood what he was looking for. If you came out in anything big, dime, nickel package, anything like that, he was going to run a draw on you. And if you came out heavy, he thought he can beat your matchups with your linebackers versus his wide receivers. the problem is you have really, really fast linebackers that once they get some experience under their belt, they covering those type of receivers. You know what I mean? And you show flashes of that in that game. But my big thing is you traded your quarterback, right, to the Patriots. I always forget his name. What the fuck's your quarterback's old name?
Stafford.
Matthew Stafford. You traded him to the Patriots, and you got a future pick for a future second. I think you got right in this draft coming up, second round pick for him. My thing is the guy Bryant Palmer. Now let's talk about him. You got him out of free agency, and I'm not going to give your methods up because everybody always paying attention to half the shit we say or do. So I'm not going to give your methods up. But you did the right thing with this guy. He sat on the bench all last year. You actually got him some play in some games where you were blowing somebody out, and you got him on the field and all that. But he is your starting quarterback now, and he's playing like a true starter. And this guy was found in free agency at the bottom of the free agency too. How you feel about him as your future?
Definitely excited. Excited about it. I mean, Brian is, he's come in and he's done everything he has. I mean, he's playing with big receivers, so he take a lot of deep shots, vertical shots, and while he has a lot of picks this season, all of them not his fault. And he's learning guys. He has chalk, great receiver and chalk, and go get it if somebody was trying to develop to be chalk-like. But he's commanding the offense, and right now we're riding the waves, man. We're riding the waves. 4-0. Every game we done put up 30 plus points offense. We gotta turn down on the turnovers, but I feel like he's where we need to be, man. I think he's gonna be an all-pro in a couple of years.
Yeah, and the fact is this: he's the starting quarterback of the most explosive offense in our league right now by far. I mean, yeah, you're throwing for 300 to 400 yards a game. I mean, this game was 263 yards, close to that 300-yard mark. You're right. I mean, even though he's not a rookie, he's really a rookie on the field. This is his first year actually starting, so he's still got to grow up. He's still got a lot of learning to do, and you still got ways to go with him, and you do got to come down on the interceptions. But right now, he's the starting quarterback for you. Do you see another quarterback in your future, or can you ride the wave with this guy?
Right now, he's our guy, and we I mean, in life you gotta have competition.
Right.
So I don't want Brian to think, the job is mine. He got work to do. Matthew Stafford won quarterback of the year last year. We traded him.
Right.
We love Matt, great player, but we're trying to win.
Right.
We're trying to win, and by any means necessary. And if it's trading somebody that did great for you, that's going to make us better. That's what we're going to do. So we don't want to commit to Bryant and just say he's our guy and he can do no wrong. That would be foolish. But we have faith and confidence in him, and we're going to ride the wave.
All right. Now, on the game, and this is something that I haven't seen done all year. I mean, Kareem Hunt, 14 carries, 403 yards, 7.4 average, 1 touchdown. Most people don't really rush on you pretty much, but here's a shocker. Now, Ronald Jones, he kind of, the funny part is at moments he made plays to win you this ball game, but 20 carries, 74 yards, 3.7 yard average, but those 2 touchdowns was huge. He's well below his average there, but I also know that he's really a focal point of your offense. What was the difference in that game? Why couldn't you get him really going?
I think they keyed in on Ronald last game. Going back look at the film, they came out 3-4 and dime, and they kind of pinched the linebackers. So they kind of took that away from us. We like the little inside runs, outside runs, and the inside runs were kind of shut down, but we stayed with it and to open it up deep.
I'm looking at Ronald Jones' profile right now, and let's get a scouting report on Ronald Jones. A second.
Say that again.
I'm looking at his profile right now because something didn't seem right to me, and I'm ready to go check on it. And I know I'm right. Let me just hold on. Let me look at something real fast. Yeah. All right. So we kind of missing out. Let me go take care of this now. He's not 5'9". He's actually 6 foot.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take care of that right now. You know, that's just an error mistake that we made in developing making our players. I mean, we putting a lot of work into doing that, but things like that gotta get adjusted. And those that's listening, when you checking out your spreadsheet, rookies, man, make sure we're human, man. We not perfect. We can miss some things, so make sure y'all check everything out. I know Circle Bob had to hit me with a few things with his quarterback, and he was 100% right. Also, the Vikings, little G unit, Lloyd Banks, he was right with his quarterback far as speed wise. We're not perfect, so we're gonna get some things wrong here. Ronald Jones the second shouldn't be 5'9". He's actually 6 foot. So I'm taking care of that now on live broadcast. His height is 6 foot. Let's get that taken care of. There you go. All right, but back to the game though, man. It looked like you started pulling away with it in the second half and everything, and then somehow I started tuning into the game. I had to play, but it looked like it came back to a struggle, man. You had to hold off. Did you have to hold off at the end? What happened? 31-28 ball game.
You know, just mad. We had the game in hand, and should have took a knee, and ran the ball with Jones, and he got stripped, and he fumbled, and shout out to him, he took it down and scored.
Right.
You know, shout out to him, he took it down and scored. You know, those are the things we got to clean up. So the game was well in hand. We were up 11, about a minute left. But you know, trying to run the clock out, just get out of there. We wound up fumbling. With a strip, use a strip. So you know, shout out to him. But you know, again, the first half game was, you know, he scored, I scored, whatever, and then we made a minor adjustment. I'm not gonna speak to what that adjustment was. He knew what it was, and that kind of slowed his offense down. Got a couple turnovers, and you know, it was a ball game.
I mean, wide receiver go get it. You drafted in the second round, pick 24. He wasn't a spreadsheet guy. This is one of those GM moves that you usually do, that we accustomed to seeing you do. What you saw in him, it was a lot of on a low. It was a lot of good receivers that wasn't on a spreadsheet that were tall and fast. That I seen a lot of people go get these type of guys, but this guy attributes is off the chart, man. I mean, 92 for 6'4", bro, 230 pounds. 92 speed, 91 acceleration, at 93 jump is serious. 85 catching traffic. And I remember when you drafted this guy and he came out on quick, I knew he was special. And you dedicated your first couple games to getting him involved right away. With 12 catches, 376 yards, 5 touchdowns. He averages 31.3 yards a catch. It is going to be very hard to stop you when you got Chark on the other side, the best receiver in football right now. And then you got this guy on the other side, and we can't sleep on Deshaun Jackson Jr. sitting in the motherfucking slot right now. When it comes down to playing defense against you, man, like it seems like you got to pick your poison. You got a bunch of toys. Your quarterback is in a great position right now. He can throw to anybody you want, hand the ball off to a stud running back. You got almost a 2,000-yard running back in the backfield that can catch and run a ball. How hard is it to not get excited about the fact that you got weapons all over the field on offense right now?
It's very hard, man. It's hard keeping those guys happy. It's hard staying in the flow of the offense and trying to hit the open guy. Chalk's open in his mind every play. Every play, throw it up to him.
Right.
That's what Chalk say. Coach, throw it up to you. But we know after last year and our playoff loss that we had to get better at the receiver position.
Mm-hmm.
We had to get Chalk some help. And you know, the scheme was last year in the playoffs. Take the safety, no matter if he's on him, man, whatever Chalk is, just run to him.
Right.
But now we'll go get it. You can't do that. Take your poison.
I mean, we're watching your scheme change. I mean, you know, me and you both were all big on fast receivers and making them great. Right now, I'm seeing a common thing with you: a 6'4" DJ Chark, 6'2" Marvin Jones, 6'4" Kenny Galladay. You got the 5'11" Deshaun Jackson, but then you got another 6'4" receiver. You got those big receivers that can run right now. My thing is Kenny Galladay, man. He's kind of getting lost in the mix over here with you. And this is a great receiver right here, great young receiver at 6'4" with 90 speed, 90 acceleration. Is he on a block?
Yeah, Kenny Galladay is on the block for cheap. Kenny had some injuries last year. He just didn't come to camp right. And with the emergence of Chalk, and then D-Jack, he kind of got, people forget, Chalk had a monster year, one of the greatest years of all time history, record setting. But people forget, D-Jack had over 1,000 yards this season and 12 touchdowns. People forget that.
Right.
And just with those two out there, just wasn't enough balls. And then this year, we couldn't pass up on go get it. We wanted Galladay to be the guy. But it just looked like he knew his time was up. So he's definitely on the trading block. He's ready to go. Tremendous player. And if you guys want a 6'4" guy that can emulate, go get it. He's your guy.
You know what? To be honest with you, I think the best fit for Kenny Galladay right now, if you look through other rosters and receivers right now, I think he's still a solid number 2 receiver. I know most people want to be intrigued with speed and all that, but when you're looking for productive, already ready to go built receiver, I think he can go play the number 2 receiver for a lot of teams. And one of those teams that I really see him playing for is the Oakland Raiders. I can really see him sitting over here playing for him. Right now, he's playing Mac Hollins, 6'4", 221. They about the same type of receiver, so I like that over here. But he got the speed guy with Antonio Rice. I liked this draft pick. He got him late. I think this might be a good fit for him, man. He might want to holler at 6 Oos over here because, Amari Cooper, Kenny Galladay, and then Antonio Rice in the slot, and then Matt Collins. You can play on the field. You put him in the game. Obviously, he's 6'4", 2. They same type of receiver, but I think he fits there. Quiet is kept on. If you go through these rosters, maybe the Ravens can use a Kenny Galladay. Ball coach got what he want over there. The Saints, this is a good spot for him too. The Saints, and when you're talking about cheap, when you're talking about third round this year, 4th round, some shit like that, or maybe a next year pick, are you looking for anything more than that, or is that around ballpark what that cost would be?
Yeah, that's about right. We don't want to hurt nobody's pockets. We know people trying to still build. But yeah, what you said is accurate as far as the asking price and the cost. He's here. He's ready to play. He's ready to show the world what he could do. He had a year to play with the great Chalk. I don't think he learned something.
Right. I think this is a good fit for the Saints. You know why I feel like this would be a good fit for the Saints? Because he drafted a receiver this year, Terry Godwin, 93 speed, 97 acceleration. He do got Josh Malone over here, so maybe he do got Josh Malone on the field. But my thing is, Willie Snead, not a receiver in my eyes. Get him out of here. Brandon Coleman got to go. Ray McLeod, you got him off a practice squad, but he's 5'9". He's more of a kick returner. Colby listening to B, he's not bad either to be out there. But I think Kenny Galladay can come be his number 1 receiver right now. And the fact that the Saints run the football the way they do, to have that 6'4" type receiver to throw it up to, that might be a good fit. I know I'm talking about fits and where they can go and help out at right now, but this is the type of stuff that people need to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're looking at Kenny Galladay, and some of y'all are built to win right now and don't have the luxury to sit there and wait for the next year draft for a rookie to come out and all that shit. You might need that one piece right now. This is the type of situation that can change your team right now. Like Doug Baldwin at 30 years old, the Seahawks might can use him too. Nah, they got Demaryius Thomas. That's not a good fit. But there's a few teams out there that can get him. But as far as the league this year, man, like Real Draft 2 versus Real Draft 1, in your opinion, I think we did it great this year. I think it's way better, it's way more balanced. And I really don't know who's the Super Bowl team this year, man. Like, I think anybody can win it again.
Right. It's up in the air, man.
It's up in the air, and I like a lot of moves people made. You got some moves that's being made. Here's a big time move that's being made right now that was traded. Ready? Let's talk about this. The Denver Broncos in year 1, they traded their 16th pick in the first draft to the 49ers to get Jimmy Garoppolo, right?
Right.
And Eric Reed, the free safety or strong safety, whatever position Eric Reed, he got Eric Reed at strong safety. So he got Eric Reed and Jimmy Garoppolo, right? And
right.
He just traded for Carson Wentz. How you feel about that?
Oh my, I think he used Garoppolo, and I don't guess he didn't like what he seen in Garoppolo, and he had to get in a few games with him. And I mean, me personally, I think he pulled the plug too early,
Pulled
but
the plug way too early.
now you got two quarterbacks.
But it's that trying to win right now formula, because when he made this trade, my thought process was there's a lot of spreadsheet quarterbacks that's backing people up right now, that's sitting on people's benches right now. So you went and got a 26-year-old Carson Wentz, which is fine, but if you're looking for a future quarterback, it was a lot of people sitting on people's rosters right now that he could have went and probably got a franchise quarterback out of him. Now, I asked him that question when he traded for Carson Wentz, and he said he don't have the time to wait for somebody to develop right now. He needs a right now quarterback. So he's looking to win right now, and I guess I can understand that. So with that Jimmy Garoppolo, you give up a first-round pick for him, and he's on the bench now. It's kind of like Sam Bradford was for the Vikings and the Eagles situation. That made that pick, that trade, he lost in that trade, right?
Right.
But we got some good quarterbacks along the league. I still think the Browns need a quarterback, Tyrod Taylor. I think he's just holding it down for him. Yeah, he's playing with a lot of fire with that. But we do know the Browns is trying to move right now. It's some great quarterbacks coming out in this year's draft. Great mobile quarterbacks are coming out this year. This is that year where we had the top 300 ESPN freshmen coming into college. That group of kids with the boy Mon. You got the quarterback from Alabama that just won a national title in real life. You got the bull Tate Martell coming out. You got Brom coming out for Georgia. You got some good players coming out. You also got the other quarterback for Alabama. I can't remember his name. The one that lost his job in the championship. He's coming out. Got a few quarterbacks coming out, and I think the Browns is looking to move like that because they mortgaged off their draft picks last year to swap with the Panthers. They gave up a first and second, and they got Kuechly, and they got next year a first and a second to replace it. Right now, if the draft was to start today, the Browns would be picking at 6 in this draft. I definitely think quarterback is his need. Quarter and cornerback is his need. So I think we're gonna be seeing another quarterback for the Browns after this season.
And I'll be right back.
All right. Then you got the Bucks. The Bucks with Derek Carr. I'm not convinced about this. I think this was a terrible trade. I think Derek Carr made his team worse on offense and not better. But I think he can go for a quarterback. If he doesn't go searching for a quarterback right now, like I said, there's a bunch of spreadsheet quarterbacks that's backups on people's rosters right now. If he don't go make a move right now, he better just go ahead and just fight through this season and then drafting one this year. This upcoming draft, we got 12 quarterbacks that's coming out. That's potential first round players. The Cardinals with Josh Allen. We're going to talk about quarterbacks the rest of this real talk, the realness. Josh Allen is a monster quarterback. This guy is, no matter how you slice or dice it, this is your future right here. He's your future. He's your right now. Josh Allen is a beast, bro. He came out. I mean, you can't get none better than this. You got 98 throw power right now, 92 short, 90 medium, 92 deep accuracy. Play action is 87. He's mobile enough to move out the pocket with the 75 speed, deep accuracy 92. This might be the best quarterback on the game right now. You know what? Let's check and see. Let's see where he's ranked at. Josh Allen is number 5 ranked quarterback in this league right now. All right. So he has his franchise quarterback, the Chiefs. I love Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if he wants to continue to play with him. He's the number 9 ranked quarterback in the league based on his overall right now. I mean, you can't teach throw power at all. You just can't teach that. So and then the way I watched him play yesterday, this guy fits his scheme, man. Fits exactly what he want to do. Other than that, maybe he might be looking for somebody with speed that he can run around with and play that run around playmaker football that a lot of people decided they want to do now. The Colts, Andrew Luck can hold it down, but my thing with him is the Colts got so many needs that Andrew Luck has to hold it down for you right now, because you don't have to worry about a quarterback for maybe the next 2 to 3 seasons, because you still got Jacoby Brissett that can back him up, and we all seen Jacoby Brissett be on teams as a starting quarterback and get to the playoffs. So therefore, I think you're cool here because you got a lot of needs right now. Andrew Luck still can be your franchise quarterback. The Cowboys, Dak Prescott, this guy is a franchise quarterback, and he benefited from last year. He threw for 1,200 yards in one game and shit. And that guy, and it should have put him over the top. But the fact that he's only 88 right now, I don't know what he did with his points with him. But Dak Prescott, I mean, you got some receivers to throw to him now, which was a great draft by you. I mean, Dez Bryant right now should be a mentor. There's no way he should be really on the field, and I doubt he even doing anything right now. He's just Dez Bryant, and this man is probably one of the worst receivers to have right now because he just doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't fit anything. Look, he ain't even on the field. He ain't touched the ball at all this year. So Dez Bryant is a mentor right now. That's all he's doing is sitting there mentoring Deebo Samuel, Jawan Jennings, Damon Patterson is who's running around right now. Caesar Himes, this guy probably more of a punt returner. Let's see what Deebo Samuel's went. He was a high pick too. Let's see where he got him at. I like this pick too. This was a good receiver. He picked him in the first round, pick 11. He went number 11 right now. Let's see what he's doing stat-wise. Hey, Debo. Hey, Debo. And not only did he get Deebo Samuels, the coach is a heavy South Carolina fan. He actually coached at South Carolina. So he went and got his guy, man. And he's not playing bad this year. 10 catches, 450 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's right in the mix of where everybody else is at. I think his receptions could be better. But Dak Prescott got weapons to throw to now. Let's go back to these quarterbacks and look through the league. Dolphins. Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph ain't a bad quarterback. This is your franchise quarterback. He's part of that draft class, the first draft class. And they said 6 potential starting first round day quarterbacks that can go in the first round in real life. We'll find out April 26th. And Mason Rudolph is one of them. All right. Eagles went and got Mitchell Hutton. Eagles been searching for a quarterback since we started this league because he's looking for a quarterback to fit his style of play. And here's the funny shit about this guy. One thing about Young Hood, that throw power don't mean shit, bottom line. And he always makes me realize this, how important is throw power on a quarterback, because he can throw bombs still, but he got him for one reason only: speed kills. That 87 speed, let's see what his acceleration is. 86 acceleration, and this quarterback is a run quarterback first. I mean, we got some teams in the NFL right now in real draft that run quarterbacks, and here's the reason why I say that. 5 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions, 12 sacks on the season. But let's look at this. Your quarterback got 25 carries right now, 200 yards, 8 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns. Like, you get the trend right here. The trend, the Lamar Jackson trend, the Francois trend, the Russell Wilson trend. You get it? This guy is running this quarterback. Is he his franchise quarterback? I doubt it. I know Hood probably looking for another quarterback, but right now he can get it done. He got him undefeated right now. Now the Falcons. This is big time right here. Matt Ryan is a complete mentor right now. If anybody need a quarterback, one of your quarterbacks get hurt or something like that, you can come get Matt Ryan. I could see him backing up somebody over there in Jacksonville. That's the type of quarterbacks he like. But Mike White, I'm really big on this guy. If anybody looking for a starting franchise quarterback, please hit the Falcons up ASAP, okay? And I'm gonna tell you like this: if my opinion means anything, this guy is worth a first or a second round draft pick. That's just my opinion. Mike White right now, he's one of the sleeper quarterbacks that's in this year's draft in real life, that I guarantee you we will be hearing about this guy in real life football. He's that good. I watched his Senior Bowl. I watched what he did. I followed him. I did some heavy research on this guy. He's legit. And if anybody looking for a quarterback right now, and I think this quarterback could go play for the Bucks right now. I know it's an in division trade, but I think you do it, man. I think you pull the trigger on it, a high second round pick or maybe a future pick, and go get this quarterback right here, because he needs to be starting on somebody's roster right now, because he's not going to start him, because Kelly Bryant was a steal. He was the number 7 ranked quarterback on my draft board, and he went to the Bucks. He went to the Falcons. And he actually stole this guy, man. A lot of people was stuck on Francois, but it was Will Greer and him, and also Patterson that had the speed that you can run around with. But I like this guy. 3rd round pick. He went in 3rd. And I told everybody that the quarterbacks was going to still be there going into the 3rd round, and he was. And he got him a steal right here, Kelly Bryant. And once he get into the offensive system that he's trying to run, this guy's going to be a house. So don't forget, Mike White is a guy to go get. Lamar Jackson is the franchise quarterback by far. Lamar got a lot of work to do, and it's solely because of the pieces that's around him right now. Just think about this 49er team. If you go play with this 49er team right now and any other league right now, you have a lot of building to do with this team. I mean, they suck on offense. They don't have no real stud receivers. They don't have no line. Their backfield, I like Mac Breda. I mean, Carlos Hyde can still get it done. They were solid there. They had no receiver to throw the ball to. They got an okay tight end. And on defense, they young and they got some pieces, but they not the play with the 49ers. You gotta have the patience and really want to build. And Lamar Jackson is eventually going to be one of the best quarterbacks in this league. He's not right now. He got a lot of work to do, but is on his way. I mean, he was sacked 75 times last year. That just tells you where we was at with him. But he's definitely a franchise quarterback. We also gave up a 2nd round draft pick to go get Sexton Allen from the Lions. The Lions drafted him, and I mean, just think about it. God forbid something goes on with Lamar Jackson, we got a guy that we can plug and play. And I'm going to play the system of developing this guy and giving him a shot. Eventually, he should be on somebody's roster starting. The Giants, Josh Rosen, this was the number 1 ranked quarterback on the spreadsheet. He's a franchise quarterback, and he's playing great. And he also got a stud backup. So the Giants is good. All right, the Gunners. Let's talk about this. The Gunners drafted Jacob Eason. Most people probably would think right now, well, why isn't he the starting quarterback? Well, he got Tyrone Trefathan out of free agency last year, and his numbers don't go off the chart at all. By far, he doesn't have the great numbers. Like, most people will slide past this quarterback 1,000 times. But for the system that the Gunners run, this might be the perfect quarterback for him. He's also give me that young hood flavor where they don't care about the throwing power because they ain't trying to throw 90-yard bombs, 70-yard bombs. They going to play. Now, once you get his deep accuracy going, you're going for the game you playing, that West Coast style football, dink and dunk, that style of football, once you get that under wraps, that medium accuracy and short accuracy got to go up. But that speed is everything. Now, he doesn't run with this guy. He's not running around doing what everybody else is doing, but he's mobile enough to move the pocket and do some things. So right now, I think they can go either get another quarterback eventually or maybe get this guy a look once he gets the offense going the way he wants. But right now, he's sticking with him. I don't know if this is the starting quarterback, though. Jaguars did something for the first time I ever seen him do since he's been a part of my league, which is draft him a quarterback, and he got a steal right here, yo. This is a great effing quarterback by far. I really, really salute you, Jungle, on being patient and going to go get him. Now, that 4 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, that's just not going to get it done. But we know he's young, and you got to develop him, you got to get him right. But to get him in the 2nd round, 23rd, and we look at his numbers and what he got going on, this is a good pick right here, and this is definitely the Jacksonville Jaguars' future. 84 speed, 87 deep accuracy, 94 throw power, 88 on the run, play actions there, and his medium and short. Once he developed that, he has a stud starting quarterback. I really like that pick. The Jets, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is a true warrior. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in last year's draft by far. The Jets just got to get it going. Only thing I think he need to do is turn down the interceptions. Start turning down the interceptions, and he got a fucking monster in the backfield that he need to get a ball to. Last year he threw 29 interceptions. Right now he threw 7. He's on pace to break that record right now. So he need to get him together. Baker Mayfield is better than the way he's getting used right now, but see how they get it together hopefully. But he got a franchise quarterback here. Who's up next? We already talked about the Lions quarterback. The Packers definitely are in the mix for a quarterback. I think they go in the draft this year and get their quarterback. It's so many stud quarterbacks coming out, he ain't going to better miss. It's a hit no matter what. So, I mean, but it's still Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers can hold you down. And if you really didn't want to go get a quarterback, you still got Brett Hundley right behind him at 26 years old that you can still play. So, I think they need a starting quarterback. They needed more pieces everywhere. This team is young. They got the right pieces on the field now, but they just got to grow up. He kind of reminds me of what I look like right now. The Panthers, they gonna rock out with Danny Eatling. I don't know if he's comfortable with him being a starting quarterback, but for right now, this works. That Yerple. That Yerple in the air. Yerple. That Yerple in the air. That Yerple. But I definitely think the Panthers got their quarterback for right now. The Patriots, he's all over the fucking place. Who knows what Harold Burgers? This guy, Harold Burgers, hit me up, bro. We got a lot of talking and discussions to talk about, my boy. Matthew Stafford, you have no choice. This guy he's on restrictions right now. He can't trade anyway, so he's stuck with this guy unless he drafts a quarterback. But he's not bad. Matthew Stafford is straight. Raiders, Jameis Winston. Now, when the Bucks traded Jameis Winston to him, 6-Oos won in this trade by far. He won by far. The franchise quarterback, Jameis Winston out of Oakland. I like it. I like the fit there. That's your franchise quarterback. You ain't got to chase nobody else. Jared Goff, we know he's the franchise. We ain't even got to talk about that. Drew Brees. So my question is, I like Nick Shanamick, right? I like this guy. So you ain't got Drew Brees. Are you starting Drew Brees, or you just got him as a strong backup? Because if you do, that's telling me you're not comfortable with this guy, and maybe you might be looking for a quarterback. Redskins, he got 2 starting quarterbacks on his roster, Sam Darnold and Riley Ferguson, 2 of them. So he's straight. I love Luke Falk. I don't think this guy need a starting quarterback anywhere else. I think Luke Falk fits his scheme perfect. This is a good pick right here. He actually traded for the Seahawks and get him. I mean, his numbers don't stand out and don't blow you off the chart and all that, but I like this quarterback for his scheme. So I think he's comfortable with him for a couple seasons. The Seahawks is going to be in the running for a quarterback real soon right now. As you can see, that 83 speed is not going to get it done for what you're trying to run now. So you better hope Russell Wilson is going to be great. But I think you need to be looking for a quarterback, homeboy. The Steelers got 3 quarterbacks that can go start for anybody right now. The number 1 quarterback on the spreadsheet in this year's draft, Drew Lock. And then he got Shea Patterson. Shea Patterson from Michigan is a monster. I like him. You can start either one of them. I don't know which one he's playing right now. Maybe Drew Lock is who he's starting. But he got Trey Bate with the eyebrows. No eyebrows. He don't have no brows. Joshua Dobbs, he don't have no brows. Them brows is gone. Where's brows go? Where's brows go? He lost his starting job and his starting brows. No brows. He's gone. Texans, you know Deshaun Watson is a monster, and he got a good, solid backup, Sanchez Harvey, that he drafted. I like him too. Titans, Mariota is Mariota, no matter how you slice or dice it. Mariota is Mariota. That's your franchise. And the Vikings, Jake Browning. This was a steal here. Let's talk a little bit about Jake Browning. Now, Jake Browning only really run a 4.7 and a 40, right? But here's the human error. We had him running a 4.62. He's really a 4.72. So this guy actually won with this. And he got a quarterback that's mobile to play the style of football he want to play. But he's a great quarterback right here. So this guy has a franchise, and he don't have to worry about it. That's your starting franchise quarterbacks. This Ant hits the real talk, man. The realness, you know how I go. Listen, everybody that's paying attention to this and all my people in the league, hit me up if you want to interview. I'm coming back on at 7:30, and I'm going to do a one-on-one interview with whoever hitting me up in my DM and let me know they want some things they want to get off their chest, talk about some things. Holla at me. This is what Real Talk is for. It's for our league, man. And the next up at 7:40, next up will be the running backs amongst the league. Holla at me. Real Talk.